what is your impression of this broader attack on China-based media? I mean, it seems like one of the big reasons why you've been smeared and demonized and denigrated in all of these, I mean, the biggest Western media outlets, the biggest, especially US-based media outlets, is because your voice challenges this anti-China narrative. What is your impression of like why this is happening? And I guess what is the mood among you and your friends about this?
First, I want to say I think there's some different understandings of state-affiliated media in China and in the West. I know in America, or probably in general, Western countries, when you say government affiliated or government sponsored organizations, people will have like some doubts about you. But then in China, state affiliated media are the media that people trust. The general public trust rather trust state affiliate media, official media, rather than like small subscriptions. And then I do see like sometimes some small media really pushing here some small media really pushing some lies, misinformations, and I'm glad that those information will never make it into official media, state government media, because they are more responsible. Like they do fact checks. So I mean, there's a different understandings, and then I think these media attacking me as they are not attacking. They are just putting a label on me, trying to use the label to discredit my voice. I mean, my opinion for China, for whatever, like what I say, is because I truly believe that I'm a Chinese. So I'm saying this as a Chinese, speaking for my culture, for my country, and I work for a state affiliated media, and everybody, all my followers know this from the day one. They follow me, and I've never hidden it from anyone. Like you know that, right, Danny? You know that like I work for CGT, and the day we know
Yeah, I think that's how, I mean, that's how I came to know you. And then I found out that, wow, you're also like a
yeah.
social media kind of a real influencer. Like you have millions of followers
Oh,
on
thank
Facebook.
you, thank you. No, actually, my followers know very well who I work for, and also but the interviewees that I approach, they are willing to be interviewed by me because they know what I do, they know who I work for, they know my personal YouTube channel. And so when this major Western media, when they try to label me, discredit me with these labels, well, I didn't lose any followers. On the contrary, I gained more followers. Interesting, right? So the more they attack me, the more followers I gain. So I was like, wow, this is really hilarious. And that probably shows how much people in the West, how many people in the West are losing trust in mainstream media. So I think these mainstream media really need to think, what have they done wrong to lose trust in the public, that the public rather go to independent journalists, go to the media that they are labeled as enemy. And even like, for example, if I write an article for CGTN or any Chinese media, if I post it on Twitter, Twitter will say, well, article is from a China state affiliate media, or Iran state affiliate media, or Russia's state media. And then if you click like, they will keep showing this, the different windows keeps popping up to stop you from viewing this article, to like this article. And I have a lot of followers saying, geez, I know she's working for China's media. Just let me like this article. So by adding these labels, they are not trying to warn people. They are limiting people from accessing our content. And they are limiting people from reading my posts. For example, I had a label, a handle on my Twitter. It says China affiliate media. So before I had that handle, my followers were growing very fast, steadily, probably 1,000 every week. But once I got this label, the number stopped immediately. So this label is not just warning people, it's limiting our traffic. So you got to think, why are they stopping people from the country that they are allegedly really cared about, really concerned about? Where are they stopping voices like mine if they genuinely care about us? Um, I made videos on Xinjiang because I go to Xinjiang. I, as a Chinese, was in China talking to another Chinese, talking about our culture, our stories, but that's unacceptable to the media, to most people. No, you're lying. You're lying. They're trying to find every way possible to stop our voice from getting more audience. Why? And if you see, and sometimes I see like media, like even Associated Press, they interview the most ridiculous victim, or I don't know where they find those people. For example, this fake Chinese policeman that being used by the World Uyghur Congress. That policeman, if any Chinese see that, it's hilarious because that's a not real Chinese policeman. He had to wear the uniform everywhere he goes to persuade people, and sometimes people just make horrendous, ridiculous lies that to us as Chinese here we think this is like hilarious. Cannot be true, but people, audience in the Western countries, they believe that. So they only broadcast the voices, the dissidents, no matter how ridiculous your stories are, as long as you're saying China bad, you're dissident, we will amplify your voices. But if you're saying, no, actually what you say is wrong, or you're saying you're presenting your real culture, your real country to them, they're like, nah, that cannot be true. So people gotta think, why are they only allowing those kind of voices about China to be out and not allowing my voices to be out? And actually, when I say something and make those tell those stories, I'm not trying to ask everybody to blindly believe whatever I say. Don't blindly believe what I say. I'm just one of the voices. What I'm trying to do is these voices, this footage are just the things that the Western media don't show you. So I show you this side of a story. This is the reason why. This is the context. This is people. There are people saying this too. Take a look, and then decide. Compare with our voices and the Western media's voices, and make up your mind. Come to a conclusion to yourself. Don't need. If you don't believe me, fine, perfectly okay. But even that is unacceptable to the mainstream media, Western mainstream media.